I'm going to show you what I have available for turbos as of today. I have 4 V's sitting here, but one is sold. These are, a lot of these have the T51R, but not all of them. So this one has it. And they also come with the gasket kit and the O-rings for the actuator. This one does not have it, and that one doesn't either. And that one has T51R mod. Hx40 is still sitting over there. I had somebody ask me about that. If whoever asked me about that, if you could just reply, and then I'll try and get back to you on that. Here's a bunch of 62s, but I need to put compressor housings on those. Here's a HY35 that has a 67mm upgrade, but it doesn't have the turbine housing for some reason. There's a 5 series N54 upgrade. I built this T51R 6267 for somebody, but I had a hard time figuring out where they contacted me, and that was like 9 days ago. So I'm kind of worried that he probably isn't interested in that. This turbo I want $1,400 for. So it's got the T51R mod, completely brand new, 12 cm turbine housing with the plate on it. So it's ideal for a 12 valve. If this one does not sell, I'm going to end up putting this compressor housing on Ian's Volkswagen. And here's a T04Z88 turbo that I have available. This turbo is like $2,000 brand new when they were selling those. This one is dual ball bearing. It's got a similar inlet to like a T51R, but it doesn't have the slots in it. This is Force Performance's version of a scaled down GT37R turbo. So it's got a T4 1.15 turbine housing with the V-band outlet, and I include the flange with that. And like I was saying, it's dual ball bearing. It's got the GT37R bearing housing. The TO4S seal plate sealed up with an O-ring. The billet, or the compressor wheel, is a billet 63 by 88 millimeter. That turbo is good for over 700 horsepower. It's just supposed to be like a faster spooling version of a GT37R. I still have this EF3, or actually I think it has EF 2.5 for Evo X. I built that for somebody, but I haven't been able to get a response out of them for a while, and it's been at least probably 6 months. Here's a 6367. I had somebody ask me about that one, so that one may be in the process of being sold. Here's another BMW front turbo that would match that 5 series rear that I had over there. And there's an unfinished Power Stroke 6.0. This is a 2003 6.0 turbo, 6767 for a 12 valve. So this 67 is good for 725 horsepower. This one is not for sale, but I do have one that a customer sent in, and he would probably be wanting to sell it because I'm halfway through the build. All I had to do is machine the compressor housing, and he ended up buying another turbo. It was only here for like a week, but he needed it really quickly apparently. So the one I have has a billet wheel in it rather than the cast wheel, and it's an LLY turbo. So I could talk to that guy for you if you're interested in that. There's 2 CW covers. I'm going to have 2 CW turbos done by tomorrow. I still have that Volvo 50mm turbo. I'd like to sell that one. Here's a T51R compressor housing for a He351ve. I have some cartridges and things, so that's a GT3076R cartridge that's brand new. Some of those cartridges would be to build other turbos, so it's not really usable unless you have the machine covers. There's a 6266 cartridge. The story on that one, I think, is that I think we ended up rebuilding one, and then the guy wanted to upgrade or something along those lines. There's an Evo 920G that I have done here. And a GT35R cartridge. It's a genuine one. Here's a cartridge for a B&R Subaru Turbo that I made. That's all. If you're interested in any of these turbos that you see here and you have questions about them, I recommend that you watch some of my other videos, because a lot of those answers or questions have already been answered. I'm looking for people that have already been following my channel and already know exactly what they're getting, because right now I don't have a whole lot of time based on the amount of work I have to do to answer questions. So I'm looking for people that are ready to just be invoiced, preferably. If you have some questions and you can't find the answers to them on the videos, then you can ask. I don't mind answering those or making a video on those questions so that I can get those answered for you.